Hey guys, I'm back. Well, thank you for coming back to another episode of Frank Brock Art. My name is BrianFBroxton. This is Frank Brock Art, where I do all illustrations, just stuff that's trending. It could not be trending, but I just draw a little bit of everything. Today, I have drawn a holiday card. And I don't know, I may start doing this maybe on the regular as full-time thing. I don't know. It just depends. So but for right now, I'm trying to get things started to where I do different type of cards. It could be a happy birthday card or whatever, anything where I can depict people in my style and deliver something for a birthday or for anniversary or maybe holiday. But right now I'm doing holiday stuff, so it may not get going full steam until next year, but I'm trying to get things together right now, so just bear with me. But if you have something that I can kind of put together before New Year's, I could probably do a New Year's thing for you. Just DM me in the comments or whatever, so, or Instagram or whatever. So Frank Brock Art, just DM me if you're interested. But anyway, as I digress, today I bring you a holiday card that I worked on. Now, from time to time, excuse me, I have a little cough. From time to time, I do have, I do backgrounds. You only see a lot of character designs and stuff like that, but I do backgrounds from time to time. They're a little bit more time consuming, but I do enjoy doing them, and I may do more. Maybe like some fantasy, maybe like real today type buildings and stuff you would see every day, different landscapes and stuff. I may do more of that because I definitely need to practice, because I really don't do much of it. So this time you'll see me creating a background for it's going to be an interior of a living room where you have like the Christmas tree, and then you have the mom and the dad and the two boys kind of putting together like a Christmas tree or whatever. And it usually ends up a little crazy because some of the kids drop the ornaments. One kid drops or trying to put together the lights because they're all tangled up. So I try to make it a little comical, in a sense. So sit back, enjoy. I pretty much started out just working on the background. Basically I just mainly did a basic sketch, and it took me maybe like 2 weeks, give or take. Well, probably more, a little over 2 weeks. Right around 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And, because one, I had to like sketch out like a layout first and try to get a sense of like where everybody's going to be in this, scene. So once I kind of sketched out a basic kind of layout, then I went in and started working on the background. And the client provided like, their living room pictures. And I just kind of took those, like an above shot view and just like a side shot view. And I just kind of put those together and, made a nice, two-dimensional kind of, well, no, not two-dimensional, but like a 3D space. I made like a 3D space out of it. And once I laid out everything like in the blue pencil, then I went back in and then kind of did like some hard pencil and kind of laid it out how I felt. I did exaggerate some areas here and there, but not much. I basically still have the sense of that living room I pretty much put it together similar to what they gave me in the picture or whatever. They had like a little couch, fireplace, TV, and So after doing that, then I laid in putting in like the Christmas tree, and then I put in like the kids, because I already had like a basic sketch of them in the different spots. Like the mom, she would be up in the Christmas tree trying to put the star on top, and then I had the boys. One would be putting in putting on the lights, or trying to untangle the lights, and then one would be putting on the ornaments and kind of like breaking them. Now the dad, he'll be kind of like helping out, but he's more so paying attention to the game on the TV, and so he'll be distracted or whatever. So that's what I'll be depicting in this illustration or whatever. And overall, it turned out great in my opinion. There weren't really a lot of like back and forth with redraws or anything like that. So it took a long time, and just laying out everything, the coloring, because everything, I laid it out in Sketchbook, and then after that I went into Illustrator and I put everything in Illustrator. I drew the tree, the background, I did the color, everything. So, like usual, I like working in Illustrator. I get a better line result from working in Illustrator. So it came out great. I could have went a step further and, changed the black outline and just colored that, kind of like give it the same color as, the clothing color. I see some illustrators do that. They won't use like the black line, they'll just color those outlines and stuff the same color or a darker color. If they're doing like a blue shirt, they'll do like a darker blue outline, around the shirt and stuff like that. And if they have like green pants or something, they do a darker outline for the green pants and then a basic color for the green that goes into the pants or whatever. So, but I didn't take that approach this time. I'll probably start doing that later on, but for right now, the black outline, worked out great for the people. But in the Christmas tree, I did add, I didn't do that in a black outline because I didn't want that to kind of stand out too much. So I just did it in a dark green outline for the Christmas tree. And there may be some other areas here and there where I didn't really use, like in the background, I didn't really use like a black outline for, like when it goes to the shelves or the windows or anything like that, because I didn't want that to really stand out too much. So, but after getting everybody in place, then I had to pretty much put all the elements, like how to create the individual light bulbs, ornaments, and that was kind of easy. I just kind of found some inspiration from like Pinterest and whatnot, and just kind of use that to kind of recreate certain areas. And then as far as like putting the cowboys on the TV screen, I found like an image of like an old game, and then I just kind of like traced over it a little bit, add some, I didn't want to make it dead on, so I kind of did it like how illustrators would do, like when they're making a crowd, they just do like little circles, little outlines of people, and just kind of fill it up with like a blue, to show that, oh, it's heavily populated. Look, touch of color here and there to kind of individualize like different clothing, color in the clothing and stuff like that, to show like, oh, these are different people and stuff like that. But it's such a big crowd, you really can't distinguish anybody. No faces or anything, just circles and whatnot. But I think it turned out pretty good. I think I could have, given a little bit more time. Of course, I could have went in and did a whole lot more, which would be, a little bit more time consuming. But I think for what it's worth, I think it turned out great. And it turned out the way I expected it, so more to come, so just sit back, relax, look at the process. It was another fun project. Everything went well and they enjoyed it and I enjoyed drawing it. And I also want to give a special shout out to people in Germany and also people in India. I have a few people there that like my videos, so hey, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking my videos. I gotta see if I can do something, something that maybe German people may like, or maybe Indian people may like, or something like that. Maybe some kind of character or superhero or something. I don't know. I'll dive into the culture and see what I can illustrate and make look cool and draw it in my style or something like that. But I do still need to probably work on like maybe some NFL or NBA teams or something like that, because I got someone that mentioned that, friend of mine. And also, got to do a little, view of my work environment here. I guess it's kind of unique. I haven't seen it actually done like how I've put it together, because it's a little different, so. But it works for me. It's very flexible. I can move things around, really good. And, it works for me. But anyway, so this was a very long process, a 2-week that I turned into, it's several hours. I don't know how many, 40, 80, whatever. But I sped up the video so you get it in like 15 minutes, or I may shorten it, maybe 10 minutes or something like that, so it was like a 4-hour something video, that's just without it being sped up. So enjoy, watch the process. A lot of work went into it. It turned out great. So thanks again for my subscribers. I'm hoping I get more. I was like, man, how do you get like 1,000 subscribers, man? I'm gonna talk to somebody about the 1,000 subscribers. But anyway, continue to enjoy. Tell your friends about me, share the love. I need to get those subscribers up. I'm almost to 60. Thank you everybody for getting me almost to 60. I think I had like 54 or something like that. So I'm just keep pushing out the videos, and I hope you enjoy. Tell your friends. Give me something to draw, so I don't know, give me some suggestions. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Peace.